All right, welcome back to the Sanz SHO, broadcasting, of course, here from SALON in Ferndale at West 230 9 Mile Road. I'm Tori Sanz, and we're joined with Carnella, Kenneth Gibson Lightfoot, Geronimo, Bryce Evans, and Janae. And of course, we're in the middle of the Sands, Grits, and Grimes segment, of course, of the show. And we want to talk about the child witches of Nigeria in Africa. And this is kind of interesting. And I think we've never talked about that side of the planet. So let's talk about that right now with Carnella.
Hello. I want to talk about this because this is not right. It is definitely a controversial topic, and I want to bring it forward to the U.S. The very first, according to my research, story that I found was printed in June 8th of 03. Okay? So these stories have been printed about these child witches since 03. I just found out about it the other day. Okay. Now, in Nigeria, this is terrible. Children are being tortured, abandoned, cast out. Within the torture, we're talking about beating, burnings, slashed with knives, drenched with acid, nails driven into skulls. I mean, this doesn't make any kind of sense. You know why they're thinking that these children are witches? Because, they might have epilepsy.
Wow.
They're looking at the seizures as the demons possessing the child and thinking that they are witches.
Servants of Satan?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was blown away. I don't understand how today, with all of this medical help that we're supposed to be bringing to Africa, how is it that anywhere in Africa, a person would think that if a child had epilepsy, they're a witch?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just because they have a seizure or whatnot. I don't get it.
Do you know what religion this is?
What?
Do you know what religion they are? Are they Christians?
They are, I think something that had to do with Christianity blended with the traditional religion of Africa. It was some kind of religion fusion.
And you know what?
Was going on.
I think to tie this into, I was reading an article earlier today about epilepsy because recently Prince said to Tavis Smiley in an interview that he was epileptic until the age of 7. And I think that's why 7 is such a special number for him. But he said that an angel came to him and told him that he would no longer suffer from these seizures. And he never had a problem after that. What I found in what I read earlier today, it said that kids usually experience these like out-of-body experiences where these angels come to them, or it's like more of a, I don't know, when you're having seizures, you're experiencing these different, these different spirits, yeah. And so a lot of times they're cured because these spirits tell them that they're not going to suffer from this anymore. Does that tie into any of this in Nigeria, where these kids are saying, well, hey, I'm epileptic or whatever, and then, it's just like they're no longer, and then they think that they're witches because it's gone.
It's not even just epilepsy, though, right? It's crying. What is crying in the night?
I wanted to read just a little excerpt from this, which I pulled off of the internet. It said that there is a preacher in Nigeria stating, okay, wait a minute. I was crying when I read this. Okay. Mrs. Akpabio, who is a well-known evangelist in Nigeria, wrote a popular book which states to parents in Nigeria how to identify a witch within your child. Okay? For children under 2, she says, the key signs of a servant of Satan. Are laughing. It's not funny. Okay. Yeah. The key signs of a servant of Satan are crying, screaming in the night, high fever, and worsening health. This describes almost every child in Africa.
Wow.
That don't describe every damn child.
In America, right? Every child, period.
I just want to know what would they do to us.
Experiencing these things, they're a witch?
I think this type of issue is something that is I'm just gonna say I think it's stupid, and I think it's stupid that people believe it because people are believing this because someone told them to, and I don't think people are being smart and taking actions for themselves and saying, well, maybe my child isn't a witch. Maybe they're just being a child.
Maybe.
Nobody's thinking like that. They're just thinking, oh, well, because he's crying, such and such said he a witch.
And I think because, certain countries, they're so deeply rooted in religion that it's conflicted and it causes problems. And that's where we get into the whole discussion of religion, whether or not, that's, the focal point of one's life. Where you have, and we talked about this in one of our shows about Jehovah's Witnesses, how they try to recruit everybody when they only believe a certain amount of people are going to make it to heaven. They don't believe in blood transfusions.
They're like a lottery.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, it doesn't really make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
When you get into it in foreign countries where they think that, okay, because this child is a little bit different, then this person is maybe a devil worshiper. So, it's
And
kind of
under 2 years old, though.
Yeah.
At under 2 years old, do you even have it?
Yeah.
I don't think Satan is recruiting them that damn young, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jim.
Well, I know I'm gonna get a lot of dislike for this, but to me, religion is for the weak and for the uneducated.
I actually
Anyone who is
second that.
logical and who can think for themselves would not follow a religion where some otherworldly being is dictating to them what they need to do. There's some afterlife, there's some hell, there's some whatever.
How about the religion is we don't kill our children?
Right.
That's all the religion I need. That's it. We don't kill anybody.
And when it comes to Christianity, it's like if you're 13 and under, then you're safe. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of crazy
I was
looking
pretty
at
bad at
different
12
views.
too, so that kind of
Yeah.
nullifies the argument.
Yeah. Well, anyways, there's a lot more, I guess, to go along with that. We can go for days and days with that. But anyways,
I want to bring that to everyone's attention
Yeah.
because that's not right.
it's not right. So, of course, please pray for the children of Nigeria. I said Nigeria. Nigeria. Yeah. The children across the world, of course. Well, anyways, let's get into something a little bit more light. Let's talk about the Sand Spot. Let's talk about the Sand Spot, of course, where we discuss the hottest places to dine, relax, unwind, and get your groove on. Of course, we're broadcasting from Dye Salon in Ferndale at West 230 9 Mile, of course. And we're so thankful to Billy for allowing us to come in and to film here.
Yes.
But yeah, let's give him a round of applause. Rush, Billy.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Of course, we're going to talk about, Dye Salon in just a few. And, of course, we're going to get a...